All right, good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where you are. Today's Hbar update is brought to you by me, myself, and I. I'm currently in Token 2049, Singapore. It's the last day of the event. I wanted to do a video, and I don't think anybody on YouTube's probably talked about this yet, but I wanted to go over this event, because this event is supposed to be the biggest event of the year for crypto. A bunch of people are supposed to be coming here, and yet I'm going to give a warning here. I think a lot of people are sidelined, and I'm going to tell you exactly why in this video I think they're sidelined. And I think this is going to be to the benefit of any Hbar holder in between. So here's my take on this event. So Hbar was out here. They have a presence in South Korea, so I think for the most part they were trying to market there. And we know the crypto markets are on the up. We also know that BNB's been killing it. I mean, they've been absolutely killing it lately. Binance has just been pumping the heck out of all of their coins. Astro's pumping, and today I even called it on my X. This coin, it was called 4. It was part of a hack. I already took profit, so don't pretend that you could just get in now. And that's why you should be following my X for the actual trades that I do. The stuff I do on YouTube is mostly my long-term conviction stuff, but my actual trades I do there. No course, no BS, no nothing. But anyway, so the thing about Token 2049 Singapore, there were not a lot of human beings in these events. There are not a lot of humans in general that went to Token 2049. This is supposed to be the biggest crypto event of the season. I went last year. I traveled 20 hours to come here. And last year there were actually a lot of people. There was a lot of stuff to do. In fact, probably too much to do. Every 5 seconds I was going to an event, and we were having meaningful conversations. It was actually worth it to go. But this year, I came on my plane 20 hours. First off, there's 16 typhoons that are coming here at the same time, earthquakes, God knows what. But there's no one at the events. There's just no one here. I look at the partners and it's just a bunch of crypto exchanges. You look at YouTube and it's just a bunch of crypto exchanges. And it didn't dawn onto me until right now that everyone is losing all their money. Everybody went broke. What happened last year was we had the big Trump pump. We know about that, right? Hbar had this big pump. And then I was thinking to myself, I was like, what are one of the few niches of people that actually didn't go broke? It's for Hbar holders, right? You got to think about you guys. You guys actually hold on to the things that you buy. And you don't just grab the Hbar and then throw it onto 500 different coins and then pray that for whatever reason you're not getting rugged on. I mean, I was looking, even this 4 coin, I'm going to go to the top traders right now. The ranked number one, the guy hasn't bought anything, so clearly it's coming from another wallet. He sold $2 million on a chart that's only worth $20 million. That's insane. The liquidity in the coin's $800,000, and he has sold $2 million on this coin. I mean, it's pure crime season on these coins. And that's why nobody's here in Token, because a bunch of people are pushing a bunch of new altcoins and a bunch of new projects. But how are they supposed to do that if they don't have money, if they're broke? Because they decided to trade 500 different coins and just magically everything's supposed to click. And this is the reason why you need to listen to a bunch of these boring videos. I was really thinking about this, because on X, the same problem's happening right now, where a bunch of people are so sidelined. I'm seeing this on my feed, where even if I call a play, they don't get into them anymore. Back in the day, they used to get into them like it was nothing. They all had money. Nowadays, they're just all angry all the time. And this is a great thing for you, because what it means is so many people are sidelined. There's so much liquidity out there that has just not come into the fray at all. And so Max Payne scenario is a pump. The Max Payne scenario, the scenario, and this is something I believe in very vehemently. I'm not a technical analysis guy. I'm not going to pretend to be some guy that's going to chart something. I think most of those guys are just full of themselves and just want to push exchange volume. That's the honest truth. That's what influencers do. But from my perspective, Max Payne means if we can go ahead and hurt these guys as much as possible, we can make as much money as possible. We're squeezing the lime as much as possible. Why do exchanges want to do that? Well, market makers want to do that because that's how they make money. They make money off the fees. They make money on arbing you. So the best scenario for them is the scenario that you lose the most money. And so if most people are not doing something, aka maybe holding Hbar or holding Bitcoin or holding major alts, what is the most likely scenario? The most likely scenario is that we pump, because not a lot of people are holding at this point. People have held for too long. I also want to give a second warning. Here. I am not convinced, and I know this is going to be the most cringe thing you're going to hear all day. I'm not convinced that a historic 4-year super cycle alt season is going to happen. I'm not convinced at all. I'm looking at coin market cap right now, and here's what I see. Cryptos. There's over 20 million cryptos. Do you really think that every single one of those 20 million cryptocurrencies is going to pump? Do you think 100,000 of them are going to pump? No, probably not. Probably not all going to pump. The only ones that are actually going to get liquidity are the ones that have already stood the test of time. And so if you were trying to position, and when I make these videos, I'm always like very confused, because if you're getting into crypto and you're only putting like $10 into a crypto, into like Hbar or something, and you're expecting to be a multi-trillionaire by the end of the cycle, you're going to get scammed. You're going to watch some YouTuber that does some crazy price prediction, you'll lose all your money. But if you get into Hbar, you pour like $100,000, and you're like expecting maybe a 2x by the end of the year. You made $100,000. It's not bad. It's someone's full-time salary, probably a lot of you guys. So that's like a reasonable goal that we want to attain. That's how you got to think about it. We do not think of stuff like Hbar in like, oh, you know, what if it only 2x's? Or what if it only 5x's? Or what if it only 20x's? How greedy are you? You're being too greedy. You're going to lose all your money. I've heard it too many times. It's okay to be a paper hand. It's okay to be a paper hand. I actually encourage the paper hand behavior. I think paper hand behavior is good because you protect your capital. So you're either a paper hand or you're a high conviction holder. With Hbar, high conviction holder. I've been holding this thing for a long time. Accumulate it. I understand the niches. I could talk about the meme coin stuff right now. There's nothing going on. Don't trade the coins right now. Just wait it out for when it's exciting. I understand it very well. That's cool. When I'm trading on something like Binance, I'm jeeting everything. I'm selling everything the second that I think the trade's not going well. I'm not going to hold anything. You're crazy. These coins are bundling themselves 24/7. They're all going to rug in 5 seconds. Now, what mentality do you think is better? You know, I participate in both. I have my faults. I'm, just as human as you are. I think, personally, the high conviction stuff is way better. One, you're not pulling your hair out every 5 seconds worrying about a trade that's a 5 mil market cap and 80% bundled. But two, you're able to actually buy enough of this thing so that you don't need a 20x. And if you just don't have that much money and you've been scammed, whether or not it's the American dream or not, whatever you believe in, that sucks. I mean, that's just the world, right? That's just kind of how it is. So what I'm targeting on stuff like Hbar, when I say stuff like, oh, I'm looking for like $1 on Hbar, and then I get people in my comment section going, oh, but your price prediction's too low. The price predictions back in 2021 were X, Y, and Z. We could have gone to $300,000 per coin. I think these are the people that are going to lose all their money. Because what I'm going to do is, when this coin hits $1, I'm going to take a bunch of profit. If it doesn't hit $1, if I feel like everything's topping out and the crypto cycle is over, I'm going to be going ahead and selling. There's too many of you that are trying to play the lottery. There's too many of you that are trying to play the lottery. And I want to be that person to just put you back down to earth. Because I was just like that. And I lost so much money for no reason. The truth is, when you're getting into crypto, everyone sells you the dream. They all sell you that dream that you're going to become some trillionaire and all these things. The only reason I ended up making the 7 figs in crypto that I have, the only reason is because I decided to press the sell button. I pressed the sell button. I protected myself. It's easy to make a lot of money in crypto, but it is hard to keep any of it. It's very hard to keep any of that money. So I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be that lame guy that makes Hbar videos or whatever videos I make. And I say how it is. It's got to be like that. Because if I can save one person, 2 people, maybe you, from losing it all because you just think that this coin's going to go to $300,000 per coin by the end of the cycle magically because of some weird multiplier effect that these XRP YouTubers keep talking about, then I consider my job done. So let me know your thoughts, but a little bit of an observation. A lot of people are losing their money right now. Not a lot of people have money to travel. There's a good reason for this. This didn't happen last year. It's happening this year. The conclusion is we are probably going to go up because a lot of people do not hold crypto right now. So, your thoughts? You think I'm right? Stay classy, and that's all.